State Supreme Court justice suspended, facing removal from the bench after threatening to shoot a group of black teenagers.
Here's right here. It's the video. It happened at a house party near Utica in the summer of 2022. Body cam video, the stuff you're seeing right here, and
upstate New York, aka Alabama. Let me tell you something. Suffolk County and everywhere above like Yonkers is Alabama. That's how y'all act, bro.
Report findings from the incident
Mississippi
just now being released.
This week, the Commission on Judicial Conduct calling the judge's actions racially offensive, saying she can no longer serve as a fair and impartial judge.
Yeah, or to be shot on the property.
Well, I'm just thinking every day.
I'll shoot them on the property.
What?
New video just released capturing State Supreme Court Justice Aaron Gall threatening to shoot a group of black teenagers.
Or to be shot on the property.
Well, I'm just letting you know that
Because
that's the best case
when they
scenario.
trespass, you can shoot them on the property.
What? Listen to me. Listen to me. Again, told y'all this before. I am a lawyer, and I have appeared before this same exact judge. She's completely wrong on the law, which is hilarious. This is New York, not Texas. In Texas, I'm pretty sure you can shoot people for mere trespass. But in New York, you cannot use deadly force for mere trespass. You can only use deadly force while someone's trespassing if either they're an active threat, you reasonably believe they're going to cause death or serious bodily injury to you or someone here who you can protect, or that you reasonably believe they're going to engage in a violent felony, one of which is burglary. So if you reasonably believe that they're about to break into your house, then arguably you could use deadly force on them in your backyard or on the front lawn. If I was your lawyer, I would tell you wait till they get inside before you do that, but to secure the burglary angle. But regardless, you cannot use deadly force against some minors who are having a dispute on your lawn. That cannot be legal, and she should know that. And second of all, this is not her property. This is a friend's property. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, no, I'm just saying every day.
I'll shoot them on the property.
No, you won't.
The judge was at a high school graduation party at her friend's house when authorities say there was an argument between invited and uninvited guests. A group of black teenagers who received a text invite to the party with the address then arrived, and a fight broke out shortly after.
Now that's like some shit that I don't got into when I was younger, bro. It's like they have a party. Obviously, there's a certain group of people who feel a certain way about black people, and so these people, they got the text invite with the address. What does that mean? That means that when they arrive, they are not trespassing because they have been given an invite to the location. If the invite is being shared around between everybody through text message, then that's how it's being given out. So the fact that the original person who owns the property or who started the party didn't know these people got the invite, that's not sufficient to cause them to be trespassing. Because you knew that when the method by which you used to get the invitation out was to text to one person, they to next, and you didn't give any limitations about who they weren't supposed to give it to. And therefore, and either way, the teens would have no knowledge that the invitation that they were given would have been wrong or against the will of the people who made the party. So even if they had told them don't give it to XYZ and they gave it to them anyway, those people who received the invitation would have no knowledge of their lack of permission to be on the property. Therefore, they are not trespassing until their invitation has been revoked. Now, if they show up and you fucking attack them, that's assault, right? You're not now. There's some dispute as to who attacked who first, right? So that can get parsed out later. But if the white people who wanted to get rid of the black kids attacked them first for showing up to a place they were invited to, that's a crime. You're not allowed to do that. And so then you, as a judge and an officer of the court, threatening to then murder them for showing up there when they're not trespassing, number one, and number two, even if they were trespassing, you still can't kill them. Get off the bench, bitch.
Kind of split open pretty bar.
Yeah, I've been telling him since I got eyes on him that he needs to go get checked out.
He was definitely hit with something.
During this,
I heard that part before too. He was definitely hit with something. Again, someone was hit with a foreign object, aka a weapon. Unclear who he's talking about. So I don't know if he's talking about one of the black kids or if he's talking about one of the persons already there, aka the white people who didn't want them to be there, right? So I don't know who got hit with what. But whoever did the hitting, your ass is in trouble because that's illegal. You can't just be smacking people with foreign objects when it's a fist fight. You can't do that.
The scuffle, the teens lost the keys to their car and couldn't leave the neighborhood, appearing to upset Gall, who wanted the children to leave, but refused to turn over their car keys if she found them.
If the key turns up,
We're absolutely gonna throw it in the toilet.
What?
You're welcome.
somebody's sister's gonna pick them up and get them out of here, and I'm gonna get his information, and if
Put
we
him
find
in
the
the back of
keys,
the cop car, let him
find
wait
the keys.
there.
What? Yeah, see? Alright, bitch. If you want to get your clan hood, just get it out and put it on, huh? What are you talking about? Just put them in the car, let back of the cop car and wait there? You mean like a criminal? Why would they do that? They didn't do anything. They were involved in the same type of scuffle that your people were involved in.
So both of y'all would have been in the back of the car.
Exactly. If he's got to go in the back of the cop car, your son or your husband who was involved in the scuffle, they got to go in the back of the cop car too. Because you saying that the black kid started it, I'm sure they're about to say you started it.
Right.
So we don't know who did what. Everybody goes to jail.
Right.
Or nobody goes. That's how it works. Now, I'm sure the judge is now trying to use her influence to make it go one way and not the other way. Again, that's fucking judicial misconduct. You can't do that.
5 law enforcement agencies arrived on the scene during the more than hour-long ordeal, during which the New York State Commission on Judicial Conduct said the judge repeatedly invoked her judicial office.
And that's Judge Gall. I'm a judge. I'm telling you, get off the
Can't do that.
Go wait at the car.
No way.
court, Judge.
I know,
I'm
Judge.
sitting here.
Threatened gun violence,
I'll shoot them on the phone.
That's illegal because they
If I have to
can't
kill
do
them,
it.
I will.
and both criticized and pledged favored treatment for the police.
The good part is, I'm always on your side.
Huh?
You know I take anyone down for you guys. You know that.
She probably is in line with Trump saying, "Oh, police need immunity."
Yep, of course she is, which is dog shit. You don't need immunity. You don't need immunity for nothing. Fuck that. And anybody who believes that is an asshole. Immunity? No, you do wrong shit, you go to jail. You're a jittery motherfucker and you shoot people, you go to jail. That's how it works. Ain't no fucking immunity. Suck my dick.
Just like nurses. A nurse messes up, guess what?
You're going to jail.
Incompetence, you're going to jail.
Right. And there's a difference between accidentally giving someone the wrong medication and intentionally shooting them 50 times and they don't have a fucking weapon. Quit playing with me, bro. Talking about, and again, you're a judge. Do you know what that word means? You're a referee. An unbiased officiator.
Yep.
So you're admitting that you're fucking biased. You can't do that. It's like a juror saying, yeah, I'm biased for the defendant. You get removed from the jury. That's how that works. It's the exact same thing. The fuck are you doing? You're supposed to be impartial. That's your entire job. That's literally your entire job description, is to be impartial. The moment you start talking about favoritism, you don't like certain types of people, get your goofy ass off the bench.
You know that. You know I am on your side.
Video also captures the judge making comments about the black teens' intelligence levels.
They don't look like they're that smart. They're not going to business school, that's right.
Praising her
Wow.
Say it to me, bitch. I'm that smart. Say it to me. Huh? Stupid motherfucker.
son for beating up partygoers, among other comments.
He put a smack down once he got hit.
I didn't say it was one-sided.
The commission
I don't know. I'm gonna let that one go. If in fact the facts align with her side of the story, that the people who the black kids that they want to remove attacked them first. Well, what you mean?
Right.
Whoop their ass. Like,
They did what they needed.
you attacked me, bro. If you attack me, whatever happens to you happens to you. So her saying, yeah, smack him down. But if we find out it was the opposite, oh boy, hey, huh?
and now calling for the judge to be removed from the bench. The commission administrator telling CBS 6 it is utterly unacceptable for a judge to threaten gun violence, exhibit racial prejudice, promise favorable treatment for the police, or disparage a law intended to keep guns away from dangerous people. Any one of these things would undermine public confidence in the administration of justice. That all this and more was committed by one judge disqualifies her from further service on the bench.
I wouldn't
Listen.
want her doing my case.
No way, bro. Especially not now.
Right.
Like, me as a black lawyer, how am I going to argue something before you when this is how you talking? Don't look like they're going to business school. Really? I would have fit the exact same description of these kids when I was 17. And I went to law school. So what are you fucking talking about?
Now, Gall's attorney did provide a statement in a brief released by the commission saying the judge was in shock at the time, saying the incident triggered a trauma response to her own assault in the 90s.
Excuse me? Excuse me?
What she doesn't,
No correlation.
That is so silly. She trying to pull a Me Too angle and say, "Nah, I'm a woman. I got assaulted. Remember? I don't give a fuck. That has nothing to do with this. That is irrelevant. And as a matter of fact, all it does is demonstrate that you are fucking biased. Because, somebody who was a certain color did something to you 30 years ago. And so somebody else who's a different color, who wasn't even born, should have that hung on their neck?
Suffer on the consequences.
That makes sense to you?
There's no correlation whatsoever.
That's unbiased and impartial? Yeah? Okay.
The judge saying in part, I was acting as a mom who just witnessed something awful.
Shut up,
I wasn't
shut up.
acting appropriately
Shut up.
or thinking
Nope.
the right way.
Nope.
She also says she attended counseling following this
No one
incident.
cares.
It's now up to the Court of Appeal.
Now, what I also know is that during one of her hearings, she brought this up, this very defense up, and that the judge or whoever was overseeing it smacked that same argument down because she exhibited this type of bad behavior, and then 2 weeks later, when I think they discussed it again, she repeated some of these comments or said some similar comments.
Really?
Yeah, and so the judge is like, well, even if I were to believe that you were traumatized by seeing these people because they look like the people who assaulted you, which makes no sense anyway, and is ridiculous and racist, either way, this is 2 weeks later. You had time to calm down. You're not looking at him no more, and you're still saying the same thing. Huh?
Fact.
You can't allege heat of passion when you leave and then murder them 2 weeks later. That's first degree murder. Are you insane? You know that too, Judge. You know, your cool down period is way shorter than 2 weeks. She went home and went to sleep and woke up 14 times and went and repeated the same shit. And she want to say that I was traumatized. You must be out of your mind. Huh? Get the fuck out of here, bro. This low IQ shit. Stop it. I don't want to hear it. You take her side, suck my dick. I don't care.